Hi people, hope you're all doing really well. Hi. I thought today we'd talk about puppy biting because I thought we'd better address it. She was a nightmare for it. Now, first thing, please, for first time puppy owners, it is a passing phase. It is not personal. They're not picking on you. It's not aggression. You have to remember that they don't have hands to touch and feel. They only have their mouth. So for them, sniffing, putting things in their mouth is all they are going to do. Seriously, for about the first 9 months, that's from 0 to 9 months, okay? And 9 months old is what I mean. It could be 9 months though, depending on how you deal with it. Now, I have raised many a puppy. She was a nightmare, without exception, the worst. And it wasn't nipping, Miss Ed. She would put her puppy teeth into my hand like that and rip back. To the point where my doctor said to me, "Are you self-harming?" That's how bad she was. Now, look at her now, other than her cone. No. Okay, so please have faith and stay with it. I understand totally. It can be exasperating, it can be annoying, it can make you feel cross and all the rest of it. First thing you've got to do is 1, think more dog, 2, stay calm, Please remember you can email me. Emailing me costs nothing, and I will help you. Now, timeouts. There are a lot of trainers that have other methods, and that's fine. I am me, and I have only done this for 48 years, so, I'll leave that there. But I have, as I said, raised many a puppy. I've had puppies that have never laid a tooth on me. Never. I've also had puppies, several, that have been extremely bad with the whole... Now, let's get rid of the word biting, because they're not. They are mouthing. And I think that is a real important differential to make. Biting has an aggressive connotation with it. Mouthing is, that's what they're doing. They are not aware. They have to learn something called bite inhibition, which is the power of their mouth, what damage their teeth do. And that takes time. Everything to do with dogs and puppies and dogs is a process. It's all a process, no matter what you're teaching, right from the get-go. I mean, I start teaching my puppies when I pick them up. The moment I pick them up, literally in the car on the way home, I start training straight off. Be they 7 weeks, 8 weeks. I've even had puppies as long as 5 weeks, as young as 5 weeks, and I do not advise that. You have to remember, right, first off, you are taking them from a litter where the mother, if that puppy gets out of order, will use her mouth, grab the puppy, and tell it off, as will its litter mates, using their mouth and their teeth. So don't go feeling sorry for your puppy. It's the biggest mistake you can make. I don't suffer from the puppy cutesy thing, and I see that as a blessing. I don't look at my puppy and think, "Oh, you're really sweet." I look at you and think, "Oh gosh, you're going to be a nightmare until you grow up." What are you going to be when you grow up? That's how I look at puppies. So, for first-time puppy owners, I really understand. I remember back when I was very, very young, a 12-week-old little puppy coming home that chewed everything. Chewed away through a whole sofa, through a wooden letterbox, through... Yes, okay, I remember it. I remember, and I know it. I know it well. I have scars from Zed. Seriously, I have scars. She literally had me pouring with blood. So, yes, I understand, okay? Right, first thing, with Zed. Now, please take into account teething. They come with needle-sharp teeth, and they are so sharp. I mean, for a while I called her Needles McCoy. It was that bad. So they are sharp, they hurt. The worst thing you can do is pull your hand back and say, "Ow." Don't do that. If the puppy puts the mouth on you, push your hand into the mouth so it makes the puppy feel uncomfortable. Make the puppy back off. You're not being nasty. You're not going smacking the dog in the mouth. That's not what I mean. So this is the puppy's mouth. This is your hand, and the puppy is going ing, ing, ing. You just push like that, and the puppy backs away. Okay? It will back away. So the puppy latches on. You push your hand into the mouth, which is uncomfortable for the puppy, and the puppy will release. Okay. Then after that, because the puppy will keep coming back, depending on the nature of the puppy, and they are all individuals and they are all different. Zed had a lot of timeouts. Now, I have only recently taken the baby gate down. I don't know why I just stayed up there for so long. I mean, it did, but it was just me. Couldn't be bothered, but I have just taken it down recently. I had a puppy gate across here, and that's my kitchen there. Luckily I have, please don't use your crate, okay, for any of this. This is just my opinion. I don't use crates anyway, but because I've got such a small kitchen, if I had a larger kitchen, yes, I would probably use a crate, though I can't guarantee that. Timeouts, let's stick on. I'm going to try and stay on track because I do tend to hop from one thing to another. If your puppy won't knock it off, and really they should, you have to be calm and in charge. So the puppy's not knocking it off. You get the scruff of the neck, like the mother would. You pick the puppy up by the scruff of the neck, pop your hand underneath so you're supporting the bottom just a little bit, okay? And you take your puppy, you put it behind the baby gate, you shut the baby gate, you walk away, so the puppy can see you. This is a very important part of this. Put your gate somewhere so your puppy can see you. But do not talk to your puppy. Ignore your puppy. You can even play with its toys if you want to be a real wind-up. But just sit, watch the TV, ignore the puppy. Totally. Don't speak to it, don't look at it, nothing. Nothing. When the puppy is calm and has led down, it might cry, it might whine, it might bark. Ignore it. Ignore it. When it is quiet and it is calm, you go back, you let the puppy out. Now with Zed, she would just plough straight in there again. So I would pick her up by the scruff, put my hand underneath, put her back in, and I would look at her and I'd say, no biting. And I would put her behind the gate. Sometimes I would have to do that 30 to 40 times a day. A day. But it works. Does she, it didn't take long, trust me, because I had another dog anyway, but that's beside the point. I had another dog here who I fussed and played with, and Zed was missing out. Your pup wants to be with you. So what you are doing is you are depriving a pup of something that is so instinctual, which is to be with another, individual, be it a person, dog, or whatever. If you have just got a single dog, the pup wants to be with you. It wants to be with you. But it has to learn to be with you. It has to have good puppy manners. So, I'm a great believer in timeouts, but please don't use a crate. The reason I say don't use a crate is because it is slightly a negative thing to do, and any crate thing should be a positive thing. And we don't, just leave the crate out of this. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Just leave the crate out. Crates are supposed to be nice places to go, not places to be shut away, okay, like some kind of cell for a criminal, okay? Probably a bad analogy, but anyway. I find timeouts work wonders. They soon learn that to be with you, they have to have manners. Now, when teething starts, which is almost feels like it's immediate, and probably it actually is, you've got to remember, when I look at the size of Zed's teeth now, and you've got to remember they have the amount of teeth in a puppy's mouth is not the same amount they have as an adult. They have more teeth as an adult than they do as a puppy. And the size difference, it's huge, from like tiny little thing to big thing. So please take on board how sore their mouths are going to be. Frozen carrots are brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Wrap them in a bag so that you don't get a load of ice on them, okay? Stick them in the fridge. Just let them chew on a carrot, you know. It is soothing for the gums, and it gives them something to get that, because they want to bite because it hurts. That, you know, biting down helps the teeth come through. It loosens the puppy teeth, the milk teeth, and they come out. I mean, I try my best to desperately keep as many puppy teeth as I can. So, you know, there's a couple of things to be going with. And, you know, please don't be afraid to email me. You don't get charged anything for sending me an email, okay? I will put my email down in the description below. I hope this is of some help to first-time puppy owners. I do understand. I so understand. And I can't say how bad Zed was. She was, wow, difficult is the understatement of the year, because we were at loggerheads for a year. I had to take a year, not only off YouTube, but off life, because Zed was very, very difficult, because the way she was bred. Her natural dam was very bitey with the puppies in an incorrect way, over the top way. So Zed thought the way to deal with everything was to just bite, and bite hard. Mouth. But in Zed's case, it was biting. But most puppies, it's not. So, okay, that's enough from me today. Otherwise, I'll be here for a year. So get in touch if you've got any problems on this, please, and I will help you further. You know, I can always do Skype, so I can see what you're dealing with and give advice as we go. Okay, take care, people. Bye for now.